Here we go. The time is now. China, it is time for you to bow out of this game. Declare surprise war. Yes, I know. I'm going to lose a ton of gold doing that, but you know what? It's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Now, I'm just moving all of my archers in. I've got a whole bunch of them to bring into the fray. That was actually a volcano there. That's really cool. And I know that there's some galleys over in this direction, so I'm just going to start shooting at them and hope that we can hold off the attack on Xi'an for at least a few turns so that my army can sort of make it in and everyone can fire. I think actually if I move you to there and then move you to there, okay, that's every archer involved that can fire, I believe. Okay, alright, let the onslaught begin. This may take a little while, but that's okay. This time I actually have a heavy chariot that can get involved. Oh, bringing out the big guns, eh? Okay, in the first attack, China did not attack Xi'an, so that's a good thing. Might as well just upgrade my unit for now. We'll kind of hold fire on that. But yeah, that's pretty good. I'm also pretty sure that China does not have any other cities. So, we take this one out. We should be able to just whip them out of the game really quickly. And these archers are all going to get very, very aggressive very quickly. Look at this. We're starting to really do damage to the city now. Obviously, the lower the health of the city, the more that my attacks will end up doing because the district becomes damaged. Look, you can see that's a -5. Actually, this is a damaged... If I just move you across here... Oh yeah, that attack's way better. Why was I attacking across a river? Oh, this swordsman has literally followed me from here. All the way here, this archer has had to run back and just ask for help. Like, please, somebody help me. Finally, Tbilisi's walls will give it a little bit of safety. It's across the river, so I don't think it will die immediately. There's also this quadrireme is still somewhere in this bay. I can't fix my goddamn turtles. Oh, the swordsman just ran into my city. Cool. Well, that was easy. Oh, and I finally killed the quadrireme. Okay, I can fix my fishing boats now. Is this going to be the turn? So we've got a few attacks coming in. All of these archers ready and placed. All these incendiary arrows coming in. Actually, none of them have the incendiary upgrade. I don't know why I said that. And minor victory. And China's out. You know what? If there was any justice in Civ, that would immediately be it. The other thing I do need to keep an eye on as well is, look, there is a religion here. This is a religion that somebody owns that is not me. Choral music, shrines and temples provide culture equal to their faith output, and I can also create synagogues which just give raw faith. So that's quite a good religion. Shall I piggyback on this religion and use that to spread to Nazca and Muscat, and we can experiment and see if that works with George's ability with Glory of the World? It may be. All it says is must have a majority religion. So I think we may be able to get away with this. Saying that, I've got to actually build a holy site, so that's probably what I should do to start with. Ah, it is Brazil with this religion. That's good to know. 38 science, 43 science. Okay, we are well behind on the science game. This is going to be, I'm just producing builders everywhere. I've got campuses now popping along in various places. Xi'an will fix its campus pretty soon. It's population. Population is key. I'm making sure that all my cities are actually like growing to an extent that would be good for them. I have to say that the tiles they're choosing to work, they're good tiles, don't get me wrong, but they're not helping the growth. And if my cities don't grow, I can't do anything with them. So, you know, there's that. So Brazil we may actually be able to make a friend of. I'll just trade them open borders and things, see if I can get them involved. Oh yes, grievances from other players against us. Who's that? It's the Maori. Oh, come on Maori, you're ruining it for everyone. I might just go and have a little peek around here, see what we can find. So now we've got Celestial Navigation. I'm going to pick up bronze working to see if we can find some iron. But otherwise, I think going towards apprenticeship and education is not a bad route from that point. We'll go for currency, get the trade route up. I think I can boost that pretty easily. This city could easily build me a trader. That wouldn't be too hard for it. Yeah, it's all about just getting population going. Once we've got political philosophy, I think I'm going to be beelining towards feudalism. The extra food. I've got so many farms in my empire. The extra food would be amazing. Getting Pingala in finally. I've got a population 5 capital, but I think think Xi'an will be a pretty good city once it gets going with this campus. I just need to believe in it. Maybe I'll send my trade route there and send it towards Tbilisi. Friendship. Friendship is rare. Can I send you some horses? You know what? Even 1 gold per turn at this point. That will do. That will literally do. I can probably send a bit more to you. You want some horses. 5 gold per turn. Yeah, they do. Definitely really, really, really aggressively spreading their religion, but only to this one city, unfortunately. It'll spread eventually. But yeah, look, all the city-states in the area, they all follow this religion. So I'm just going to build up my envoys, wait until I follow the religion, and yeah, we should be able to test this out. Political philosophy. Nice. Right, Georgia does really, really well with Classical Republic, especially if we get loads of campuses. Oligarchy would be fun, but archers we don't get the bonus from, so we're not going to worry about those this time round. Besides, you don't get a +4 combat bonus to bombers. The best event in the world. Diplomatic League, we'll just hold that one for now. Let's go for, monasticism, that's not going to do anything for us, so settlers, and what else are we going to do? Production? Should we go for production? Let's go for production, yeah. I think I want to settle because there's still loads of spaces for me to settle, but I am going to kind of wait for Magnus to get involved in Tbilisi. Oh, hey, the encampment. It's mine. Nice. Now there's double iron up there. I really should go and settle into that area. The government plaza, I am going to put it in Tbilisi. I think that's the best thing to do. Do we get another campus? Yes. The answer is I should always get another campus. Campuses are always a good thing to do. There we go. There's feudalism. We've got to go across this sort of track here. So research for construction technology. We must be pretty close to that. 13 turns. Build a watermill. Build a watermill. I could do that in Tbilisi, surely. With my gold. Shall I do that? Yeah, because that will give the extra food to here. Yeah, why have I not done that before? That's really weird. And then the granary. Yeah, the capital needs to be much better. In fact, actually, shall I move? You know what, I am going to move Pingala. I was thinking about doing this before. I should have done it before. Tbilisi is clearly the superior city. Force for working on those 2 tiles. There we go. Okay, this city will now grow. As I say, population. My population is just so low. I can't actually get any science into the empire. But this okay, we're actually building campuses everywhere now. That's good. I feel better about where we were. I mean, honestly, when China attacked me, I was genuinely thinking, what is the point of even doing this game? Ugh, useless. There's the currency boost. We've got construction going along. 7 turns. Oh, games and recreation is just too slow. Why are you taking so long? Right, let's just do mysticism quickly. Get myself an envoy. You have a religion. It's spreading. It's spreading quick. Come on, I just need it for 1 more of my cities and it will be my majority religion, and then we shall test. I'm actually going to just rush that. So the campus is now finished. Let's get the government plaza in immediately here. And then we can get Magnus going soon. Although Pingala is now in this city because I'm indecisive and just can't make my mind up about anything. You know what? You know what? Sod it. Yeah, reassign. Back to Xi'an you go. Hey, you guys really enjoying this optimized play? You know I am. In the meantime, Swordsman thinks he can just stroll on through. No, no, no. Ah, there we go. So I think that means I now follow this religion. We'll wait for it just to upgrade. Oh, the barbs have crossbows. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That's just delightful. Right, well, let's just, really engage with that. That's what we need to be engaging with. Oh, that's atrocious. Anyway, religion. Yes, this is now the religion that I follow. So if I were to go to someone like Nazca, for instance, who would give me the ability to make Nazca line improvements, but more importantly would just show me a bit of the map over here. And I put 1 envoy in them. Now I have the ability to put 2 envoys in, and I do have the same religion, so we'll see if it works. 3. Yes, so it doubled it up. This is glory of the world. We're going to have a lot of steady-state thrones, and we're just adopting this religion, and we can use this throughout pretty much the entire game, actually. Now we put Magnus in. Come on. This is good. So, games and recreation, construction will boost that through. That's good, and then we'll be on our way to defensive tactics. Once I get defensive tactics, recorded history would also be good. It's all good. Quite frankly, it's all good. Oh man, I need a monument. Why have I not got the monument? Monument and library. I've got the campuses being built. Okay, infrastructure's good. Hopefully, by turn 100, I've got 26 science now. By turn 100, we'll see if I can double that. Construction and games of recreation. All very good. What else do I do now? I think engineering is always a really good fun, but I'm going to go for shipbuilding soon. Or do I wait until I've actually built 2 galleys? Is that realistically what I'm going to do? I need to make sure I do that before I end up trying to settle. But I mean, as I say, there are some good settling spots here. Like these. These are the 2 spots I can see in this area, but also there's some spots over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can just go on the coast near Muscat there. That'll be a good place to settle. I mean, obviously I can settle into the frozen south if I need to, but that doesn't look particularly appetizing, I'll be honest. Oh my god, they are desperate to convert me. Cool. Cool, if you want to do that, that's fine. Oh, they've got missionary zeal. Oh, come on. Do something useful like Defender of the Faith, and not unuseful like Crusade. There's the library. Oh yes, we are really starting to roll now. Where do they even think they're going? Like all down to the south. Like yes, there's nothing down here. I've checked. It's terrible. So watch this. Put 1 envoy into this city-state and I've got 5. So I put 2 envoys in to get 5 on that one. And it's desert. I mean, that's good to know that it's all desert. Oh, there is stuff to settle down here though. Okay, so there is more space. There is a lot more space. Oh, thank God. It's a golden era, and specifically, not even just a golden era, this is a heroic era. And this is a Georgia heroic era. Oh yes. So, if you didn't know what happens, then basically, Georgia also get the normal era bonus as well as the golden era bonus, and it basically gives you a way to just continually get era score, is the thing. Exodius of the Evangelists, I do not want. There's no way I'm going to get my own religion, so basically it's these 3. But what does it do? It basically gives me bigger Eurekas and inspirations, which is really cool. Commercial hubs and harbours, which I don't have at the moment, but I will have soon, give more adjacency. So it gives science as well as adjacency. +1 culture for each specialty district's a big one. That's really good. You get extra era score if you trigger Eureka's inspirations or buildings that have science or great work slots, which is really good. And I can also use my faith to build builders and settlers, which I'm going to have a little bit of faith soon. I mean, it's not the best, but a little bit. But more importantly, I also get era score when I complete districts. There is so many things I can get era score for now. It's nuts. Currency and feudalism is what I'm heading towards. Magnus finally has provision. What an upgrade. Tbilisi, I'm going to get you to do the Ancestral Hall next. I'm going to make sure that I've still got the friendship coming in, which is lovely. I'm selling horses to absolutely everyone that wants to buy them. Just flogging horses. I'm hoofing them, you could say. No? No? Nothing? Oh, I expected to hear repercussive, like, laughter down the internet. No. Ugh. I'm actually going to vote to boost this one as well. We're going to... actually, is it Sikhism or is it Hinduism? I can never remember. It is Hinduism. Yes, that's what I put. Good. And then I will go for myself because that seems to always be voted through. I'm not expecting there to be any diplomatic chance this game. Oh, I actually did get a point, so, you know, that's a good thing. Wouldn't normally bother, but I'm going to get a settler here just so I can pump one out in that direction. Settlers are good. We want to continue settling, especially while we're in a golden age and I can actually afford the loyalty pressure of Brazil there. Every now and then you just see a minus Hinduism pop up as all of these poor missionaries are just being sent into barbarian death alley. Don't do it! Inspiration for military training and train a heavy chariot. I can train a heavy chariot. That's really interesting. Or really easy, I should say. Build an encampment. I could build an encampment. I mean, if it's worth 3 envoys, I could easily do that just along in this area. On top of this cattle. Yeah, and then obviously it stops Brazil from getting in. Might do that, and then this city's also building me a settler. Why don't you build a heavy chariot after that? Let's just actually focus on getting these quests done. It might make a bit of a change actually. Oh, an apprenticeship. I can get apprenticeship as well. How delightful. Yeah, another -125. Stop it. Stop sending them to die. It's really tragic. Right, builders gain 2 extra actions. Settlers, extra production. This doesn't seem like the best use of my time. What else could I do? Feudalism, let's go recorded history, so that's drama and poetry first. Okay, good. Have you ever noticed why I only pick one at a time on civics? It's because if you click over here onto like civil service, and that's like chains up 3 or 4 different options, then it doesn't actually tell you when you can change your policy cards. You have to do it one at a time, and then you get to see when you need to update everything. It's just a little trick. It's not that good a trick, I'll be honest, but it's a little trick. I'm going to build a harbor, or should I get a settler? I mean, really, is there anything over here that I particularly need or want? Not really. Let's focus on getting a harbor and a +4 harbor. Lovely. I'm just looking at Nazca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swordsmen. 450. I could easily just levy them, and Muscat's got more. If we save up our gold and don't do anything with it, I might be able to get quite the city-state army. You can see as well, finally, we're starting to get some food into the Empire as well, which is really, really good. I'm sorry, Xiang, I know that you need to be doing things, but look at all this food available. I just need to go and make sure that all my good feudalism tiles are being made and used, which in most cases it is, but there are a couple of cases actually where I could do better. More builders needed. Okay, so settler up to there. You know what, I'm actually just going to leave the settler here just for 3 turns. And then the Ancestral Hall will finish. I'll get another builder that'll have 5 charges on it. That'll just help push it. The early game building charges really does help. It's my Great Scientist game coming along. It's actually not bad. I'm unlikely to get any, purely because the computer has got into this horrible habit of actually rushing their districts. District policies, which is really annoying, and I object massively to it. I mean, this looks pretty good to me, but I might actually just get in limes, just because as Georgia it's always really good to build all those walls as best you can, and it's an excuse to do it properly. There's the library. We can get industrial zones in now. Oh, I've actually got a plan where I'm going to put these zones, because there will be some really good zones if I look for them. Like, for instance, I can see one already here. We'll go aqueduct into Beijing. We'll get an aqueduct onto this deer tile, which is a little bit of a shame to get rid of that one, but that's fine. It immediately gives us a double district industrial zone there, and then I can also put an industrial zone here. So that would be quite a nice little do-up. Yeah, I think I might just do that. So we're just going to put an industrial zone there. Kablonk. Yeah, recorded history, that'll be nice. 100% Canberra's district adjacency bonus. Oh yes. Bomp. That'll be a nice little... and bomp. Oh, that'll give me another 10 science per turn, which will push me above the AI. How far did I fall behind in this horrible Chinese star? Not that far behind. 18 techs versus 21. I will take that, unless of course Korea or Scotland is in the game, in which case I am further behind than I think, but we'll ignore that for now. I'm going to go mathematics and then go to education. There's no way I'm going to earn a great scientist, I don't think. Not unless I save up a lot of gold. Okay, we finished the government plaza district. Let's found the city. We'll bump, and then there's the builder. We'll do exactly the same here. We'll bump, there's the builder. Nice. That's another 2 very good cities already put in. We'll build the campus here as well. That'll be quite nice, just to get a bit of science going. And I think this city is going to treat itself to a harbour. A harbour would be a really good choice, I think. Is that going to be the best thing for me to do? What else could I do? No, I think a harbour is actually quite good. I need to get some naval capacity. That would be quite nice. Tbilisi. Talking about naval capacity, ignore that. Get me some settlers. At the same time, Pingala. Get me some culture. So how many out of 10 is Brazil going to give me? Yep, 0 out of 10. I will take that diplomatic favour though, because then I can sell it right back to you. Who am I kidding about limes? I can do that anytime. Natural philosophy. Woohoo! 57 science. We're the highest that we know. I mean, that is 166 culture from Brazil. I mean, how the hell are you doing that? Oh, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of great works, but honestly, that's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Actually, speaking of that, can I have one? Can I have one of the great works? If I give you some diplomatic power for it, some favour for it, yes. Go on, then. So you've just given me a great work of art to make me promise that I'm not going to settle next year, which I clearly am going to. I might actually take this opportunity to put Omani into Muscat. I think they're going to be a very good long-term ally for me. How much influence has Brazil got into Nazca? Okay, a little bit. But over here, it's just them and 7 envoys. We can do this. Yeah, inspiration for military training and heavy chariot. What happened to my heavy chariot? 2 turns away. God, it's taking a long time. Oh, stop flooding. Such a nice area as well. Oh, how much faith to get a builder? 110. Actually, I'm not far away from that. There you go. Got the heavy chariots, and Nazca really likes me now. They are all on my side. I like that. Oh, I got to turn 100 by the way, and I got to 60 science, so I've more than doubled it in about 15 turns. Just goes to show you how much you can pull it back in the later stages of the game, or even just the middle stages of the game, if you survive that initial start. And don't let China kill you, because China just want to get you, you know? They're just mean on this game. Really mean. Oh, the Mayans. Ah, never Mayans. These guys must be very, very sciencey. 154 science. 150 bloody 4 science. Yeah. So, you know, oh, they're not even in first. I'm only actually 3 techs behind them, but they're not even in first. How ridiculous is that? Oh, the Mayans are just... man, any game, any civ that has a science buff, God, that's good on this game. How has this tribal village not been taken? 20 favour? 20 diplomatic favour! Oh yes, Mary, do you want this one? I feel like we haven't done much trade in a little while. 6 gold per turn is lovely. Oh, actually, any of you guys want horses? Yeah, you do. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I could go to war with Brazil soon, but at the moment I think it's a little bit early. Yes, I know they're going to build the walls up soon, but really I'd be relying on Muscat and Nazca's armies and sort of conscripting them. And I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to get much of that going at the moment, because I mean, they've got crossbows, Brazil. I know they've got a little bit of an army, so we're just going to declare friendship for now. I think for now this is fine. Stay in their good books. Oh, I've got another settler though. So we need to consider what we're going to do. I think actually send the settler over in this direction. I could do with a couple of boats, actually. A couple boats just to make myself seaworthy. Actually, 4 boats. And I'm just going to switch over and get the policy that lets me build boats really quickly. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. I need another builder or 2 and then get the university. Thank you. Still happy with what I've got. Settler. Actually, no, settlers I don't need anymore. So let's just quickly go to Maritime Industries. Diplomatic League is no longer doing it for me, so we're just going to get to Charismatic Leader. Just get a few more points in. Yes, this is all very, very good, because I can now get alliances as well. So I'm just going to double check and see if anybody's trading with me. Routes to my cities. Nope. Nope, they are not. So what sort of alliance do I want? Is Brazil going to really put pressure on me in the later stages of the game if I try to settle? Maybe, actually. So cultural alliance it is. Yep. Wonderful. And then the Maori. I'm probably going to have explored. So let's get a military alliance with you. No, I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? Give you luxury over my gold. Another settler here. Now this city is going to be a lot better because we actually have iron that we can work pretty quickly. Nice. Oh, and there needs to be a canal city here. Desperately, otherwise I can't actually bring all of these cities out. So, yep. This settler, definitely a good idea to get a canal city here. 1 turn off an encampment so I can get military training. That will boost military training, which will give me the envoy in Muscat. Hooray! I'm pretty sure I didn't invent the first sea voyage, but great. I'll take it. So we've now got 4 points in Muscat, and I can put another envoy in Muscat, and suddenly, now I've got 6. I am like the worst ally for Brazil. I'm just going to thieve every single one of their city-states, and then when they least expect it, I'm going to use every single one of their city-state units just to attack them. It's going to be hilariously fun. For God's sake, this ship is so new. Do you not understand how new this city is? And you just crossbow it immediately. Ugh. Such assholes. These barbarians. These ones down here are the absolute worst. I hate them with a passion. Got a harbour going now. I can just about, actually, if I get Xi'an to get this industrial zone in this spot, Then I can just rush these woods as well. It just takes a little bit of the time off it. We may actually create an amazing industrial zone around here. Aqueduct, yes. Aqueduct would work nicely as well. And I've even got a shrine in this city, just to improve the old culture that I'm getting as well, because of course that doubles up with temples. Sorry, with the religion Brazil given me. That's lovely. That's wonderful. Granary, watermill, ancient walls, and then we will go for a campus, and hopefully I will unlock this tile. But if I haven't, we'll just have to manually go. Although actually, saying that, do I want to just... Yeah, you know what? I will get a builder, and I'll get a builder just to come and have a little wander over there. Okay, maritime industries doesn't matter to me anymore. Serfdom, natural philosophy, these things do. What else am I going to get? What am I doing at the moment? I think I'm just continuing to build infrastructure and veterancy, encampments and harbours. That's all quite fun. I want to build siege equipment. I want to go after Brazil at some point. So I think settlers for now. That will do. We'll do that. I'm in Tbilisi when you're done. I mean, really, I should probably just build a harbour here. Yeah. Build a harbour, and then we'll just go for settler. By the way, Pedro, yeah, sorry about this, but, bump. It's my city-state now. And here's the canal city. Woohoo! And some chocolate. Don't actually know what government to go for, but I don't think Reformed Church is a good idea. Divine Right is a good idea for Georgia if you had lots of wars, but I'm not currently at war, so I don't need all those military policy slots. Might go for exploration. Maintain 4 trade routes is a bit beyond me at the moment, but I can head in that direction. Okay, Geneva's here. Geneva would be a good city-state to know. That plus 15% science, that's really important. But in order to get the best effect, I need Brazil to spread its religion over there. I can't guarantee they're going to do that. So for me, I have to start thinking about getting missionaries. I've got some faith coming in, but not enough. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Alexander, I wonder if he's been at war with anybody. 741, he sure has. Oh, he's right next to Geneva. How? How have you not killed Geneva by now? I am surprised about that. Just met the Camans and also the Aztecs. Okay, these are the people that are on this second continent, I think. Oh, I keep forgetting about these goddamn barbarians. Oh, that eruption just very kindly improved this tile for me. Wow, this city's growing pretty quick, especially now I've chopped that rainforest down. Hey, I've made friends with the Camans. You want a religious alliance, don't you? Hooray, you do. Brilliant. That's good. Starting to get positive diplomatic points, which I've, again, considering I own a capital, pretty impressive. You just chopping that down. I've got a university on the way now. This aqueduct is finished. That's improving this industrial zone. You can see this industrial zone is well on the way as well. I've cleared the space over here for a campus, which is delightful. I really don't need these walls, so let's just get the campus in. Oh, come on. Right, you know that I need this tile. I mean, that's quite clear. Of course it's going to be that tile. It's a +3. You know how I feel about +3 tiles. And a new World Congress. You know what? Send routes to me. You know you want to. And city centres. Yes, actually, that's really good. I could finally get around to building all my walls, which I really should do. City centre, Lady Six Guy. It's rare that someone else wins that one. Okay, well that's really cool actually. It means a lot of the infrastructure that I should be building around my cities, I can actually go and just build now because, yeah, I mean, look at that. It's way easier. So like the granary and the monument should be, well, it should be right up there in terms of what I'm building. It really helps to just sort of keep the city growing. So I'm going to do that. Plus monuments. Always get a monument in. Remember, it doesn't matter because I am getting a harbour in 4 turns, which means I can now go for cartography, which we've boosted, which means my boats can now go sail around the world, delightfully so, finding new places for me to settle that aren't just huge frickin' deserts, which at the moment appears to be pretty much all I can see. So that's no fun. You know, I will be going to war at some point. I wouldn't normally bother with Victor, but Victor is really good actually. I'm going to stick him into Beijing. If I put him in there, I can give him a few promotions and get him all the way up to Embrasia, which I get a 3 promotion. And every time I build a unit, and I'm going to be building some units, so I like this. I like how this feels. We're doing okay. Actually, turn 120. I feel like we're sort of growing our teeth into the game now. 80 science. We're using our ability to keep these two city-states on side. I will eventually betray Brazil by just flipping all of these city-state units on them. I need to kind of be making sure I'm ready for that, actually. Allied expires in 15 turns, so that's not too bad. So we can do that. Oh my god, I got Isaac Newton. Oh my god, I love it picking up him randomly. University and library provide +2 science. Oh yes. Where have I got a campus? Oh, you know, I haven't actually got anybody in. So I've got library and I've got library. I'm going to stick it in Tbilisi, I think. So I put it in Xi'an. Oh, I'm going to put it in Tbilisi because I'm unlikely to actually build it here. But yes, 88 science now. That's really cool. Yeah, so as I say, this game, really feel like I'm growing into it now. We had a difficult start. We've got a nice strategy now where we're going to just make sure that we're building lots of units. I've got the science to be teching up, to getting industrialization and then flight. And then we'll see if we can get any planes going, and then I'm going to just have a wander over and see if I can't destroy Brazil. Because I think I can. I think I'm worth it. And, I mean, yes, I know they've got 6 envoys there, so I'm just going to go pomp pomp and just double it up again. Because it's better to be safe than sorry. 9 and 10 envoys now. What are you going to do, Brazil? You going to take them over? You going to attack them? Dare you to. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.